This is an Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast video, and with me is Laura Betts Harmon. And I've known her since she was probably about 7 years old, and I was in theater in high school. Full disclosure here, her dad was my drama teacher in high school until I got up to my senior year, and then he left, unfortunately, but probably my favorite teacher in high school. And as I told Laura, not only did he teach me about drama, but also taught me about life. And Laura, I guess I want to talk to you because we don't have a whole lot of time, but let's talk about disabilities and how people can be aware of how they can help people out with disabilities.
Yeah, so I think just the awareness of your surroundings, other surroundings, keeping your sidewalks clean for people with, wheelchairs and people like me that walk with a walker. And also the other thing I didn't really say on the podcast, one of the things you can think about is if you want to help someone, like you see somebody maybe you think they're struggling with a wheelchair, but please don't walk up to them and just push their wheelchair. Please walk up to them and ask if you can help them. Ask if you can open the door for them. Things like that. We're real independent people.
And want independence.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so, please, yes, I love the help, but also please ask us if we want the help. We want to be as independent, as strong as we can. And we didn't get this far in life not being pretty strong-willed, but and it is helpful. But just think about your surroundings. Think about the curbs and things like that, and doors and how heavy doors are, and just be mindful of. And also think about the fact that, like I was just telling Jamie, if you're lucky enough to age, you may age yourself into a disability. You may age yourself into having to walk with a walker, having to get glasses and hearing aids,
or use a cane.
And that's a blessed thing, because you're old enough that you have to do that. And so, but that will help your quality of life to continue your life.
That's right. And people can help out people with disabilities by contacting the legislature too, Laura.
Contacting your legislature. A bill just passed through the funnel, which is an excellent bill. You can call your legislature and thank them for that. And there's a court case right now that 17 attorneys general are fighting against a 504 plan. We need to get that dropped, or if it gets to the legislature, we need to fight that. It's not a good one.
Okay, and you have Spina Bifida. How can people help out with the Spina Bifida organization?
So we are a not-for-profit, and we do have fundraisers throughout the year. We just had a 50th year gala, and we have a walk and roll coming up in October. That is kind of our big fundraiser. We gather teams, and we have a fun day, and the Iowa Ability Fair is something that we will be out at every year. And
when is that held, Laura?
I believe it's also. Oh, man.
That's okay. We won't hold you to it.
Yeah, I think it's October as well.
Okay, in the fall.
Yeah, and September maybe. And and that's another thing. Able-bodied people can come to our fair to learn about disabilities and learn about they've had in the past wheelchair basketball, and they'll have extra wheelchairs. You can come sit in a wheelchair and try to learn to play. So just think about things from a different perspective.
You bet. And you are in need of a kidney transplant. And I suppose you would like to encourage people to get on the organ donor list.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please be an organ donor. There aren't enough out there, and it's so important that we're able to donate to others. And you can be a live kidney donor. You have to, and my insurance actually takes care of the testing and whatnot for someone to be to possibly be a donor. So you would get a really good health checkup if you find somebody that needs a kidney and you run through the gauntlet of checking out for that.
All right. Check out the full podcast at outandaboutwithjamiegrout.com. The interview guest is Laura Betts Harmon. She has a disability, but she doesn't let that stop her, let me tell you. She's a great lady, and so is her dad, a fantastic family. Her mom, Carol, too. So check out the podcast and contact your legislators. Support people with disability. Be aware of their needs, definitely. So again, check out the podcast, and this is going to wrap it up for this Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast.